Follow your passion, follow your heart, do what you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. All the big celebrities and Instagram influencers and internet gurus are all telling you this. Science disagrees, and so do I. This is Mental Fitness Fridays. I'm Larry McInnes, and you are awesome. So following passion, following your heart, doing what you love, never working a day in your life, that's exactly what I've been doing for the last 4 years. And hopefully you can see my passion for mental fitness in these videos. But here's the problem. There's a high risk of ruining the exact things that bring you joy and gradually growing to hate the thing that you once were passionate about. So I've monetized my passion for mental fitness as a main source of income. But I've come to face the fact that it's not my passion anymore. It's turned into work that's really no different from any other kind of work. And now that I'm forced to engage with mental fitness as a job, instead of choosing to engage with it on my own terms, I'm finding it much harder to find pleasure in doing it. So I love the philosophy of mental fitness and applying it in real life. However, the business of mental fitness is burning me out. So this is my final episode for Mental Fitness Fridays. So now what? Well, I think it would be pretty obvious by now. Apply the sage perspective that every situation or outcome is a gift and opportunity. And use the sage powers: empathy, curiosity, creativity, direction, and action. So first, empathy. I've cut myself a little bit of slack, and I've given myself a little grace. Life is not a straight path, and there's millions of forks in the road. It's okay to switch directions. I've done it before. I'll probably do it again. Curiosity. It's curiosity that makes me ask, now what? Well, I started asking this back in March when I heard Mark Cuban say that we should do the things we're good at instead of following our passion. In fact, I heard Mark say that while I was visiting my daughter in Australia, and I was having a blast exploring Sydney and the countryside. And I was also thinking about having to eventually return to Mental Fitness Fridays, which I am sad to say were not necessarily happy thoughts. So if I'm not teaching and promoting mental fitness, what do I do? Well, I explored my options. I kept myself open to other options and other possibilities I hadn't considered before. Next, creativity. So I have a background in graphic design. And back in January, I felt the need to flex creative muscles that I haven't flexed in quite a while. So for fun, I opened up an Etsy shop. And Etsy is all about creativity, but it's also about data analysis. And these are two areas that I find fascinating, but never considered them to overlap on the Venn diagram. The fourth power is direction. So after returning from Australia, I found myself spending more and more time with Etsy, and this presented a problem. Etsy is interfering with Mental Fitness Fridays, and Mental Fitness Fridays is interfering with Etsy. So how do I give myself to both Mental Fitness Fridays and to Etsy? Well, the quick answer was to batch up recording sessions. So I'd have several weeks where that didn't require me to be constantly writing new episodes. And that gave me time to build the Etsy shop. But in the back of my mind, I knew that I needed to write more scripts. So I was navigating in two directions at the same time, and they were in conflict with each other. Something has to give, and I have to pick a direction. So I picked Etsy. And then finally, action. And now that I've chosen that, direction, I have to act on it. This time, action not with passion, but with a sense of fun. It's fun for me to research design trends. It's fun for me to explore what people want to buy. It's fun for me to create new designs that people will love. And it's fun for me to adjust the direction of the shop according to the direction of trends. So I hope you can see that the sage powers are guiding me here. So let me leave you with this. Don't follow your passion. Let your passion follow you. This is the last episode of Mental Fitness Fridays. I'm Larry McInnes, and you are awesome.